this community. And with that, it looks like we are ready to go with Azorae's Portal 2 solo co-op adventure. Here we go.
ポータル始まりましたね。
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Aperture Science Computer-Aided Enrichment Center. I'm going to go ahead and start us off with the opening cutscene, so I may as well say a few things while that's going on. First of all, I am completely floored and completely humbled by your incredible generosity. $200,000 in like 6 hours to get this from net. It was amazing. I was walking through downtown not expecting anything to happen. I got a phone call from staff like, we want the run in the marathon and we want it now, and I was really glad that I was able to do this, and I was really glad that you guys were able to come through for this total. So thank you all very much. Really appreciate it. It's for a great cause. And for behalf of everybody here at Games Done Quick and Doctors Without Borders, thank you so much. So, without further ado, I guess we'll begin the Portal 2 co-op speedrun in 3, 2, 1, now. All right. Quick audio cue. All right. So, you'll notice that I'm controlling both of these characters, if I can actually do this. All right. Of course, the key bindings, don't worry. Hey, I'm not cheating hard enough.
ピアノですね。持ち方の構え方が。
Wow, everything wasn't ready. I lied. All right. We might have to run back that countdown. Whoopsie poopsie. Huh. Cut to commercial. It doesn't work. I swear this has never happened before. All right.
Well, we have a $50 donation from Critical Everything. Can't wait for Earthbound. Awesome event this year. Thanks to all the runners for their skill and hard work.
I am toggled to crouch. All right, here we go. All right, we can actually start working because the keys work. All right.
こんなこと起きたことないっつって遊んでました。
No, we're fine. Whatever. This is a speedrun. The timer doesn't matter. All right, very first puzzle. I need to pick my favorite animal. So let's go ahead with top left. Perfect.
まああれはドネーションインセンティブでもともとそういうのがあったので、ニーヤの方でプレイに関しては。
my former Proto 2 co-op partner who went off, got a full-time job and got married and left me all by myself. So, Xenonicus, if you're out there, if you're watching, shout outs. Alright, so the first thing you're going to notice is that I am not controlling both players at the same time. I don't have nearly enough arms for that. But I am using a keybind that will let me switch between the left and right, which are blue and orange. The actual names of the robots are Alice and Peabody, but I very rarely refer to them as such. Blue and orange is much easier, and as how GLaDOS refers to them as dialogue.
ZINC ですね。
So the calibration course is mostly just a bunch of bunny hopping through this linear hallway, but it does give you a good example of how this run is going to go. I basically do as much as I can with one robot to set up, to make as many moves as I can in one stretch here so that I don't have to switch back and forth multiple times. As you can imagine, it's hugely taxing on your ability to just remember where everything is.
ポータル全然知らないから。
So our first little glitch is coming up here. There are several gates in the co-op campaign that will only open once you've finished a puzzle, but once one of the robots goes through, in order to prevent the game from locking up, we'll lock the gate open. So what I'm going to do is do that, and then steal this cube.
ポータルは基本的にゲームとしては謎解きゲーですね。なんか打ち合って人殺すとかそういうんじゃなくてひたすら謎解きをしていくっていうゲームですけど。
You can actually
デ
just slide things directly under
ューケスとか苦手とかね、そういう人でも全然楽しめる面白いゲームですから。
Alright, so right there I'm going to backflip with both of the robots to skip an animation there, and that will save just a little bit of time.
Now let's continue
And we hit both of these elevators, and we're done with the calibration tutorial.
At the end of a lot of levels, there's a forced animation to do a gesture with the robots, but jumping and then doing the emote key does a backflip, which is infinitely faster than all the others.
All right, so we're going to be beginning with the team building exercises, which are going to help me work together with myself as a team. So because, of course, I can't move them both at once, I'm going to go ahead and leave a portal there, put a portal here so I can move back a little bit quickly. Make sure we're reset to level 1 so that I'm actually doing the entire run.
そうで
as
す。
soon as we
こ
get to
れ
this next elevator, we can go ahead and
一
begin.
人で2つ操作してま
So
す。
the first test in team building, it's pretty simple. All of the team building ones are pretty simple. They're kind of just to get you used to the whole co-op mechanic of having two players that each have to contribute to a puzzle. Unfortunately, I don't have two players that contribute to this puzzle, so I'm going to have to do them a little bit differently. Leave a portal here.
まあ知ってる人多いかもしれないですけど、ポータルってどういうゲームかっていうと、説明しまし
Drag
た。
around.
しました。
As I
は
said,
い
the sun is a little
ポータル開いてみたいな。
trying to do all this. Get both robots within the little camera trigger and walk into the elevators.
じゃあいいか。
Not too bad there. So you'll see that I have a key
まあこれ
not assigned,
協力
but I
プレイ
can
モー
hold
ド
to
なん
partner
で
view. I don't need
それぞれ
that
の
because I
人が
always
そ
have
れ
the
ぞれ
partner
の
view.
ポータルを持
Although,
って全部で
if you
4
do
つポータル
bind
がある
that,
感
you
じ
can
ですね。
have the split screen with another like mini picture-in-picture in each of the split screens to have 4 total portal windows, which I believe is the best value.
片手用のね、あるから、
Set ourselves up
買
over
ってますですね。
なるほ
This
ど。
button,
ファンクションキーがやたら並んでるんです
timing puzzles. Much easier than
ロジクールって言っ
some
てるんです
idiot
け
who
ど、
doesn't know how to time things.
むちゃくちゃボタン数が多い
Here's the first
片手で
place
で
that
きる
most parties stumble.
のがあるん
Now you
で
need
す
to hit these
よ。
4
それ
buttons
使ってるんじゃないかな、
all
多分。
within a set time limit. And a lot of people cannot manage this with 2 people, so I'm going to do my very best to manage it with 1. And
はい、謎解きです、簡単に言えば。
それぞれのプレイヤーがポータルを2つ作れて、そのポータルをつなげつつ、
glad I took a lot of
その
really,
ポータルの間で
really
物を
snide
通
taunting
したり、
voice
自
lines
分たち
about
が
how
通っ
one
たり、
player is carrying the
なん
team.
か
and
バリア
I
を
think that's a
そこ
really
で
nice
閉
touch
じ
for
た
the
りして、
speedrun.
どんどん謎解きしていって、
Alright, coming up next, I believe
や
is
ってい
the
くゲームですね。
laser intro.
で、これはソロコープといって、ぼっちで協力プレイをするゲームなので、一人で2つのキーボードと、
Unfortunately for me, I don't communicate well
マウス、
or have
あ、
a lot of
あれか。
skills, but
マウスとキーボード一緒についてるやつか。
hopefully I can at least get some mutual respect from
キー
this.
ボードに
親指でグリグリできて、
A whole lot
他の指で
stand on this button.
トラックボールね。
That'll
トラッ
lower
クパ
this
ッド
wall
が
so that I
つ
can
い
grab
てる。
this.
トラックボール
Over
か。
here, burn these turrets and line this up. Alright, set up some portals for when orange has to come through.
おそらくそうですね、一画面でキーボードになりますかね。
That'll raise the stairs.
このレイアウトだと。
Alright. Right into the elevator.
まあ、ゲーム内容としては本当アクションパズルなんで、
Pretty simple.
3D
There is one difficult one
用意
coming
さえ
up
し
that
なけれ
requires
ば、
a relatively precise bunny hop, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem, and there is a backup just in
まあ
case.
流血が苦手な人でも簡単に楽しめるっていう。
I know personally I play most of my games at 120 FOV, which is relatively
いいゲーム
wide,
です
so when I switch to like an 8x9
ですね、
setup,
ポータル
the co-op split
2 のなんていうか、
really
一人
does
でやる
a lot
モードの RT はかなりぶっ壊れてますけどね。まあ余裕で壁抜けたりしちゃいま
So
す。
this is the rat maze. I'm gonna set
まあ
up
バルブ
portals
製なんで
with
しょうがない
our
わ
buttons. Go ahead and stand on top.
まあ、いつ
で、
も
同じように、ポータル1だと、2でもそうなのかな、後ろ向きにぴょんぴょんダッシュすると加速したりします。
You make it through this rat maze.
プシューンって言ってゴールまで入ったりします。
Step over.
まあそこら辺はさすがにできないでしょうね。難しすぎ
Flick
て、
the laser at that and it will hold this door open
こ
for
の
me.
場合だと。
The truth is, every aspect of your performance will be reflected in your final score.
Gotta wait for this dialogue for the elevator to move, so we got time for a donation if you got one.
同時には操作し
Got
てないです、ね。
$125 from Mr. Popo that
それぞれ
says,
役
gotta
割
fill out
があ
that
るんで
pickle album. It's been a fantastic week.
一緒に動く
There's a reminder
必要が
that if
そ
you
もそもあんまり
want
な
to
い
see Fuzzy Pickle's photo collection in Earthbound, that still needs about 11,000 to be met.
基本的にそ
Alright,
の
so here's that
コー
chamber
プ
that I
モ
was
ード
talking
だ
about. There's a setup
と
for
お
this.
互い
I'm
が
gonna
お
set about
互い
here.
のもの
Take
を
two hops
カバー
and
する
one
っていう
more. Very close. Fortunately, I have two
感じなので。
characters, so while one is respawning, I can just try this again. That's not gonna work. Let's just do the backup. We're gonna do a quick wall strafe jump there. Set up some portals for the loser who fell in the acid, and we will be well on our way. Unfortunately, if you die here, there's a slightly longer dialogue that GLaDOS will give you, but that's not too big of a deal.
Perhaps I should have specified. Teamwork is a concept in which 2 or more people work together, usually with the goal of not failing horribly.
Fair. Alright, we've got, I believe, one more real test in the team building course.
キーボード3台映ってる。
Yeah. So now we're behind the scenes, and Blue is just going to do this by himself. Orange is not super important right here. So let's go ahead and do a co-op map with one character. These two levers are supposed to be hit at the same time, but they give you enough leeway that you can just pop both of them just like that. Leave myself a portal and slam dunk this into the player. That's all that I need to do here, but now I have a little bit of time for GLaDOS to talk to me. So I'm going to show off some incredibly good level design by Valve right here. This catwalk has been misaligned since the game came out in 2011, so Gaben, please fix.
Then carefully reassemble you. Luckily, you don't feel pain.
And that's going to be it for team building, so we've got time for a little bit of a donation.
We've got a $10 donation from Fino the Fox that says, "Hey Azorae, it's Fino. Not the Twilight Princess speedrunner, you bully. Sorry I couldn't watch your Talos run, but I made sure to make it to this one. I'm consistently impressed by your ability to avoid human contact, even going so far as to play a cooperative game alone. You're a hero to nerds everywhere."
That's why I'm here.
We've also got a $150 donation from our good buddy in the marathon here, Half Coordinated. It's hard to believe that this wonderful event is almost over. I saw so many friends, old and new, and I will miss you all terribly. Thank you for being a fantastic community and a family that I'm proud to be part of.
Thanks very much, Half Coordinated. So normally you're supposed to fling yourself here. This is the massive velocity course, but fortunately these robots have sticky heads and will stick to the ceiling.
Since you are thankfully not humans, I have changed the test to make them far
All
more
right.
challenging and far less pointless.
So here I am going to use a fling to make it across to this button, but the other button is going to be reached by what's called a reportal. So in order to prevent portal peeking like you can do in Portal 1, Valve added an acceleration that you can get from shooting a portal while you're, I need to wait for a dialogue here anyway. So it's for shooting a portal while going through a portal. And what happens is you get about
結構完成度が使ってクリアするところがあるんで面白いですよ。
which allows you to get past some gaps that you normally
本
wouldn't.
当に物理学
And I'm
です
going to
ね。
be doing that a little bit more later in the round as well. That's one of the easier ones. There's a tougher one coming up at the end of this course. But now that we've reached the mass and velocity course, we're going to be doing a lot of more high speed, high flying antics. That should be a little bit more fun.
だポータルを高いところから出て、その横に横についてるポータルから出てくると、ピューって感性で飛んで落ちたりとかするんで、それを使ってクリアしたりとか、いろいろ方法あります。こんな感じ。
Fling this here, and if I'm very fast, I can set up another Infinifling and then fling myself without having to activate the button a second time.
Well done.
All right.
Interesting note. I only created this
そうですね、このプレイヤーはデュアルコアですね。ウノは右の側のプレイヤー、サノは左側のプレイヤー。
building the world's smallest trophy for you.
$25 from Lisa. Portal 2 caused so many domestic disputes in my house. It's a miracle I'm still married. Can't wait to see Azorae take this game apart.
All right.
1台のマウスキーボード、ボタンを押すたびに 1P、2P 切り替えて。なるほど。
Coming up here is the first real route difference from doing this.
あ、じゃあパソコンでもこういう風に映ってるんですかね、今。
So in normal
映ってる
co-op,
感じで。
the orange player, Peabody, will actually have an amount of lag because the
なんか
game
2つの
uses the
PC の画面
command
をそれぞれ真ん中で切り取って
two
映
player
してるのかと思
synchronous
ってましたけ
server.
ど。
So Peabody uses lag to stick one of the buttons down right there and then can move around just like that. Unfortunately, because I'm playing on LAN with myself, obviously, I don't have that lag, so I can't stick any buttons, which means I have to route the game just very slightly differently. Although I can still make that jump there to skip the fling and hit the button like that. And then I jump into the goo with one of the robots to cancel a dialogue and actually save a couple of seconds like that, because it'll let the elevator run immediately as soon as I enter it rather than waiting for GLaDOS to talk about the death or something, I don't know. All right.
Remember when I told you that
All right, the juggling test. Another Infinifling here, a much smaller one.
there are 5,000 other two-subject teams in direct
come right here.
competition with you.
Make sure this robot's going all the way in here. I'm gonna hit this pedestal button, then make a few bunny hops, switch over, hit this pedestal button, grab this orb right here. And again, I only need to put this in here as long as it takes for me to get through the door with another robot. So I can go ahead and fizzle that on my way into the elevator. All right. A couple more mass and velocity ones to do.
Did you notice I didn't even stay to the end of your last
So the portal placement helpers are a little finicky. Normally you can just aim anywhere near that circle and it'll hit it. But this chamber has a bit of a tricky snipe shot, so let's see if I can hit it quickly. So I need one robot to set up their portals, then the other robot to go through the portals, and then shoot just like that, so that I can fling myself all the way through.
ポップテピピクってなん
Turn
だ
around, fling myself like that. Apologize if I'm using some filler words and less than insightful commentary. I am trying to focus just a little bit here. So I get through here, and blue, purple. And I'm going to taunt going through this portal to skip an animation, hopefully. I didn't get that.
なんかあれですね、これで三人称視点で固定して固定カメラで2人が何やってるのか見れたりしたら面白いですね。
ね
This means I have to wait for this dialogue, so we got time for a donation.
全体像を見るっていうか。
$25 from Medax that says shoutouts to the Goon Squad. And we've also got a $1,000 donation from Gassy Mexican.
またゴロッと10万円が入ってきました。
Fantastic event as always. Congrats to all who helped put this event on, from the tech crew to runners, casters, and announcers. Can't wait to attend myself. Looking forward to watching Portal 2 co-op get destroyed solo style.
All right, so this level is a little bit interesting. I'm going to be doing a couple of strange things with this cube, the first of which involves me... What portal was that? Blue? Sure. Oh, they're both blue. All right. This isn't a portable surface, but if you aim at that exact pixel, you can actually put a portal where you're not supposed to be able to.
What?
And then by using the robots walking through doors thing...
まあこれアクション FPS アクションパズルなんで見てるとほぼネタバレなんですよ。
Very nice because this is a tricky puzzle that takes us a long time to do. So rather than having to catch the cube as it...
この後ろにいるスーツ着てる人開発者なのかな
We just steal the one from the previous one.
That seems like cheating, though.
なんかそんなような反応をした
Don't
今。
worry about it.
説明してなかった。
なんかそんなようなことを言ってはいたんですけど、ちゃんと聞こえてなかった。
In this
自己
round.
紹介してないですよね。
うん。
そうですね、穴開きましたね。ちょうどいいピクセルに打つと穴が開くらしい。
Yes. So there are two buttons on the wall here, but the way that they're programmed in the level editor, you just have to hit one of them twice quickly. So I'll hit this button, hit that button again, and it'll open the door for me.
いや、まあ壁抜けてないんで、壁抜けてるけ
Hit
ど、
this faith plate on the wall. This is
壁抜けてないん
a
で、
tricky one. I need to do some air strafing, but there you go. And there's actually a debug button hidden right here.
Nihongo ga
You hit it and just open this door.
壁抜けてるけど壁抜けてないじゃないですか。
Solid level design from Volvo.
That's honestly my favorite part of that.
まあ
level.
成功法っちゃ成功法じゃないですか。
Yeah.
ゲームズダンクエ
Yeah,
クとは何ですか
that is definitely one of my favorite courses in the
That's
co-op.
what it
It's got a lot of really cool tricks
わあ、
that are
世界
mostly
最大
based
の
on
チャ
how
リティーイ
the
ベント
level
です
is
ね。
actually built in the level editor.
And getting the timing to actually get through that door after hitting the debug
で
button is a little
RTA
tricky.
イベントで
You
もあり
gotta
ま
get
す
some。bunny hops in
みんな
there.
好きな RTA 持ち
You
込
do
ん
need a
で
money hop pretty
それ
well.
を
Now, I'm a
見
pretty
せ
big
て
fan of this next
寄付
level.
金を募ってそれを今回は国境なき医師団に
So
寄付するイ
there's
ベントで
actually...
す。
Hang on, let me just miss my shots real quick. Here, I'll do it with Alice instead. There's a small gap in this pipe that you can just pick a cube out of. So we're going to turn off the fan.
いや、壁抜けてるっていうのは壁に穴開けて反対側に出てるって意味ですね。
Now again, we have a pair of levers that
そういう意味では
we
壁
use
抜けてるけ
usually
ど、
with two
その
players,
ハーフライフ
but
2みたいな
usually
壁
I
抜けは
use
ないっていう意味で。
what I usually call rug
抜けてる
strats,
けど
where
抜
you
けて
stand
ない
beside the rug,
そうそう。ま
swing yourself around
他
like
のゲームで
this.
みんなたくさんやってる物理学はやってないっていう。
そうで
That
す
was
ね。
definitely the tightest of the double levered pulls in the run, but now all I have to do is run up these stairs, grab a disc, and shove it into a player. So
おそらく後ろにいるスーツの人
Got
は
an
開
anonymous
発者です。
$50 donation.
いや
Here's
さっ
one
き
player carrying
本
the
当穴開
team.
けられない開けられないとこに開けてる時
And
に
we've
はーっ
got
て言って
a
ましたから。
$1,000 donation from Power Up Audio.
セルフィー撮ってる。
自撮り中です。
Hey
Now we're good.
SGDQ, another marathon almost wrapped, and once again we've all been shown what can be accomplished through the sheer force and determination of the speedrunning
あの
community.
暇だからって
Not
そうい
only
う
in
ことする
terms
のや
of the
めましょうよ。
ridiculous and inspiring skills on display, but most importantly, the incredible show of support for MSF made possible by the staff, volunteers, runners, and viewers alike. Let's all keep doing great things together. Thanks for having us. Hope to see you again next year. Power Up
あ
Audio is
PC クー
awesome
ラー
and
マスター
handled
の
our
箱使
audio
ってん
during
だ
the
ね。
event.
ミニ ITX だ、ちっちゃいや。
And generously donated as well.
Yeah, huge
Jidori
props to
timer.
Power Up Audio for making the stream sound great. It's really a huge part of the experience if you can, actually hear everything well. They're doing a fantastic job for us.
something wonderful and then abandon it.
All right.
Do you know why they abandoned this course?
This one's a pretty simple one. I'm just gonna pop out of here. Oh, get out of my way, idiot. All right. So this next puzzle is interesting in that the fastest, or at least one of the fastest ways to do it, doesn't actually use portals at all. So what we're gonna be doing
自分で2人とも操作してるのにお前どけよって操作してない方
So
に
here I'm gonna hit it on this side, smack my head on the ceiling.
まあ、あのジョークはなかなか
Come over here to grab
いいで
this
すね。
orb right here. Come over here, smack my head again, and while I'm falling, I may as well use my stored momentum. Didn't smack my head that time.
Have you worked out
Put the ball in the holder, head to the elevators.
Let me give you a clue.
That strat's kind of tough because if you don't strafe out of the way quick enough, you fizzle the ball and you waste a ton of time. So
Yeah, so see on that third one when I didn't actually hit my head on the ceiling, there was a fizzler up there, and if I had messed up any of those previous flings, I would have fizzled the ball and had to restart, so.
In regular co-op, you can kind of interrupt yourself with a bridge so your partner doesn't hit their head on the fizzler.
I thought going back to these old tests would satisfy me.
So,
Just happens one too
Try
many
as you might
times.
to fail this next
a little
step.
elevator there to push myself up, and I can just pop up. See a portal surface right there. Set up my bridge.
なるほど、うまい高さにバリアを置くことによって上に上がってましたね。うまい。
You didn't
Got a $350 donation from Empty Boxosaurus. All right, you guys got me. I was pretty meh about this Portal 2 run. Not anymore. Looking forward to Earthbound.
I'm glad you're enjoying it. So the Heartlight Bridges course that I'm on right now is actually my favorite art style in the game. So Portal 2 added a bunch of new kind of biomes, and one of them is this destroyed overgrown, and I think it was a really cool contrast to the super sterile looking Portal 1 chambers.
そうですね、このゲームはバニーホッ
Huge
プできる
soft
は
spot
ず、
for this
後ろ
game.
向
It's
きに。
probably just my favorite game.
Half-Life
and I'm
2 と
really
同じ
glad
エ
that
ン
I
ジ
get
ン
to
使ってる
represent
のか
it
な。
here at SGDQ.
詳しいことは分かんないですけど、ポータル1の RTA だともうガンガンバニーホップしてプシューンって飛んでって
Sets up the bridge.
っていうのやってますね。
That's close enough, right? Unfortunately, I do need both of the robots to come, so let's actually do that correctly. Nice. So angling the bridge like that will usually let you just bounce off of it. I guess I hit the flat part of it and just fell into the goo, but yeah, it's fine. Kept the bridge, did it again. We're in. That's all that matters.
$20 from Boix. Hey, Azorae, I have just one thing to say. Azosquid. Oh, and when is 2 U-Beat machines 1 player?
Ooh. If there wasn't constantly a line here, I would definitely be doing that. Although there is that video of me on Twitter playing one-handed. That's pretty fun. So Gladys is right.
そうですね、これは一人で協力プレイやってます。ポータルの、なんていうの、正規の普通にある RTA に関しては、かなりぶっ壊れてる RTA が多いですね。ググるといろいろ出てきますよ。
Other than use that bridge, but once you get over to here, you can actually just see straight down, put a bridge across here, walk across, and then just jump straight to the exit like that. Put a portal here so that.
まああれですね、ハーフライフと同じようなことができるっつっても、外に出たりしないので、川の間飛び越えたりとかっていうのはないですね。残念ながら。
Seems like a decent time to upload this picture to Twitter. That's a little blurry or whatever, it's fine. Sweet.
make sure to use the hashtag.
I just said hi. I don't have time for hashtags. We're speedrunning here.
まあグリッチレスってカテゴリーもあるんで、それはもう本当に成功法で全部
So we're gonna go out of
やってるカテ
bounds.
ゴリーですね。
Alright, we went out of bounds.
Good job.
Nice.
お、ちょっと
It
壁
doesn't
抜けしちゃっ
actually
た。
save that much time. It just lets you get over the other room easier. It's the only instance of out of bounds in the entire co-op speedrun. But here I set the bridge up so that I'll fall directly onto it right here in front of this thing.
投稿したのか。
Alright. Bit of a fun one going on right here. You can use the momentum from the fatal plate to start a bunny hop and take yourself all the way to the other end of that bridge. You need to make sure that orange is the first one to
間
hit this
違えた、
portal
これ
so
じゃない
that it doesn't
こっ
get
ち。
fizzled when he hits the fizzler right in front of me. But other than that, I can take myself directly to the exit.
And for those wondering about the out of bounds, what we do is we portal bump a portal through a corner. There is kind of a weird portable surface wall thing that exists out of bounds on the other side of that, and if we try and put a portal next to one that already exists and there's only a thin wall, it'll move the portal over to the other side, and we can walk out of bounds that way.
Yeah, the intended mechanic there is to, like, if you move over slightly but not far enough to shoot a portal,
Name
it'll just move it to where it should be. But if where it should be is blocked by a wall, you'll just jump through the wall in some circumstances. It's really helpful.
The problem also is that the player can get stuck out of bounds, and you'll need to restart the level if that happens. So you kind of need to be careful with the other player's movement as you go out of bounds.
ここら辺横にバリア張ってますけど、これ横にね、ボットがいて、ロボットがいて、これバリアがないとピンピン
relatively well, but
銃を撃ってくるんで、それを避けるために使ってます、
I need to be very careful here not to get
バリアって歩くためにとか、あとは
bullet kebab.
普通に床になるんでインクをばらまいてジャンプできるようにしたりとかっていうのとかに、あとは普通にバリアにして通り抜けるために使ったりとか、いろいろ使い方あります。
I need this. This is gonna hold this here for now. Make it to the other side with blue. Break this bridge and then run. All right, made it.
Humans must have reconfigured it from my original plans.
So turrets are going to be featured pretty prominently in these next couple of chambers, so I need to be a little bit more careful than normal. Because they do a lot of damage and do a lot of knockback in this game, so if you get caught in their fire, it gets really nasty really quick. So fortunately, this is the light bridge course, though, so
You are wondering what that
we
smell
can just drop a bridge in front of them so they can't hit us.
Smell of human fear. I miss that smell.
Quick fling across here. And goodbye. Poor turrets. Truly sympathetic villains. Alright, so normally there's a really wide placement helper on that wall, but if you put it directly at the top right here, you can just fall onto this platform. Grab this guy. Ah, alright. I missed. I'm very bad at throwing things.
今ロボット投げて、もう一つのロボットを落とそうとしたんですけど、それができなかったですね。
Make my way in here before I get
でも関係ないと。
Repair these tests.
and then make my way over here.
Completed them. So
Alright. About to go behind the scenes again, and we're going to do this solo as blue again, so we've got time for a donation or two.
We've got a $200 donation from a Majestic Barrel. After a long week at work, I'm glad to sit down and watch such an interesting run. Shoutouts to Azorae and to my favorite commentator, Twinge. Cheers, Barrel. We've got a $150 donation from King Dime. Best of luck on the Portal 2 run, Azorae. Got $100 from Dizzy Skin that says, my alarm didn't go off. I miss Zelda. I've met with a terrible fate.
put it back in the plane for safety.
Alright. Kobe. So unfortunately I don't have a partner here, so I need to get a little bit creative with some of these puzzles. This one, normally you're supposed to
今もう片方のパットナー置いてかぼりですね。
but fortunately for about a 6 or 7 tick window,
もう一人で全部やっ
tick
てって
being 1/66th of a second, you can actually just slice the ball in half, it loses all of its momentum and
飛
fall
んで
straight
きた。あ、
in
そ
for
っ
you
か、
like
そういうこと
that.
か。飛んでくんの
So
か。
that shot has about 1/10 of a second worth of leeway on it, so
もう
fortunately
一
I
人
got
で
that
全部やっ
first
ちゃうんですか
try.
ね。
And coming up, we're going to be
そうじゃないの
using placement helpers once again.
協力プ
This
レイどう
puzzle's
した
super cool, played casually.
協力とは
Normally
言
you're
いたい。
just supposed to fling both of the characters at the same time and have them crash into each other over the platform, but you just do a carefully done bunny hop and circle strafe and make it all the way to this platform by yourself. Oh yeah, I have another robot. Nah, whatever.
Interestingly, in
これ一人で多分行っちゃって DVD 差し込めばこれで終わりになっちゃうのかな。
But when you get to the third part, the light bridge won't be on if you don't turn it on. In the-
あれは嘘だ。
Boom.
これ死んじゃうんですね。そうですね。DVD 入れて、また見たなって言って
With
殺され
Light
ちゃう
Bridge
や
done,
つ
we're
で
about
す
to
ね。
start excursion funnels, which features one of my favorite glitches in Portal 2 that was found, I believe, day one.
Yeah, this was found like before the game came out.
Yeah. So we're heading into excursion funnels now. And we're going to be doing a little bit of flying. Let's go ahead and jump straight down here. So the Portal 2 version of the source engine is slightly different than the Portal 1 version in a couple of different ways. Mostly you can see me doing normal bunny hopping like Half-Life or Quake style rather than AVH.
バニースタイル、バニーホッピングやって
And
ま
one
す
of
ね。
those changes includes that you cannot crouch in the air anymore. So what we can do is trick the game into letting us crouch in the air by using a funnel. And because the engine is not designed to accommodate this, it doesn't really know what to do, so it just lets you fly.
飛んでる間に、
Almost.
あ
Unfortunately, my
しゃがむと
was just a
ずっ
little
と
bit
飛んでられんだ。
too close there, so
I'm amazed
ってことだよね、多
I'm
分。
gonna do that again anyway. Let me just make my way over to the funnel with the other guy.
スキーマに入って
It's tough because once you leave the funnel, there's very few
Yeah,
ways to
shagam
control
de-
your vertical momentum.
なるほど。
If you're going up, you
いけるよう
just
になり
kind of
ます。
keep going
Yeah.
up.
I am locked on my z-axis here. I can't move up or down unless I have a slanted surface to work with. But
で
unfortunately,
高
at
さ
that
を
level,
分
there's
かって
nothing
る
that
か
I
ら
can
高
do.
さに合わせて
So
抜けて
it's kind of have to make sure we
ま
do
あ
it
しゃがむ
correctly.
こ
But
と
there we
で
go.
浮き
Made
っ
it
ぱな
across
し
the
って
both
い
of
う
them.
壁にぶつかりながら飛んでるときにしゃがむと飛べると。
だからギリギリ
$200
の
anonymous
なん
donation.
か壁
First time
と
donating, long time watcher. I'm so glad my
Elevator
coworker
の
showed
隙
me
間
this
に
amazing event. Definitely going to keep watching and keep
挟ま
donating.
るように位置取
Yeah,
り
I'm
してた
hearing
んですね
different audio than what I normally do when I play. It's like
開発者がちょっと
cool news.
Yeah, when you're playing in
おい
split
おいおい
screen,
って顔ずっとしてますけど
the
ね
voice lines are actually slightly different than they are when you're playing normally. So here I have a light blue portal on my funnel. So I need to
これはやると
switch
面
the
白
portal
そう
over
で
as
す
soon
ね。
as I get over this platform. Pop
お
this.
これはやると面白そうってことはあれかな配信で行うということかな
Easy.
うん、一緒にやりません？
Oh,
いいよ
ちょっとぼっちはきついんで。
yeah.
パソコン版持ってないけど別にいいよじゃ
All right. So the excursion funnel course isn't all flying. It has a bunch of cool tricks as well. I believe this is drill coming up.
あ開発者が基本的に唖然とするので
It's hard to remember. There's like 47 different maps. Remembering them all in order is
あ
a
の
little tricky. Yeah, this is drill. So this platform is normally only supposed to hold one portal.
ま
But it can actually
あ
hold
有
two
名
once
な
you do
有名なっ
this.
ていうか、まあ、悪魔城絡みでは有名な
Just jump directly
ロム
into
スカ
this
ウト
funnel.
っていう人と、
And
まあ、
this
GDQ 関わってる
slot
ん
right
です
here.
けどそれとまあプロデューサーの伊
And
賀さ
I
ん
did
が
that. Solved the puzzle.
月下をプレイしながらやってた時に伊賀さんこれ知らないって言いながらずっと言ってましたからね
Very easy to
na-
make
nani
possible
kore?
by, pretty glaring oversight on Valve's part as far as
お前
making
俺のゲームで
the
何してんだみたいな。
puzzle.
あれこんなバグ知らないよとか言って一緒の時にやったんかなとか言って
All right.
だから割
We're
と
flying here. Hopefully I can set these
開発者
portals
泣かせの
up.
RTA なんで開発者泣かせなんで RTA っていうの
So I wanna put this
そうですね、
one
基本そうですね。
here-ish.
やっぱり
This one here, and this should.
RTA プレイヤーをそのゲーム開発のテストプレイヤーとか
Wait
に
until my
雇っ
momentum
たら
is
多
fully
分
stopped,
すごい
hold
です。
crouch, and then
ね
just move
全部直
バグが
されちゃう
ないゲームで。
here.
あ、またこう飛んでます
Do
ね。
the same thing
しゃがんで
here.。And wait
しゃがんで
until
引
my
っかかっ
momentum is
て
fully stopped,
で一定の
then fly here.
部分いけ
It's
た
a
ら
little bit low, but we made it. Then we get to
荒ぶ
do a
る
little
荒
bit
ぶ
of
る
an
な
ass
んとか
here.
のなんとかっつって
That's normally skippable, but I was a little bit concerned about my height, so I didn't go for the taunt skip there.
意が愛されてますまあ確か YouTube に動画あるんで、まあ気になる人は探してみてください。
Let's get to 2 million.
Let's do it. We still have Earthbound coming up, guys. That's going to be great, so stick around. This party's going to last all night. So Zimbabwe on the couch promised $100 if I could make this jump both times, but I've already failed. I'm very, very greatly sorry. That bunny hop is almost perfect. You have just enough speed at like maximum bunny hop velocity.
そうですね。テトリスグランドマスターのビッグしてま
言
したね。
ってましたね。
To do it twice is like completely
知らねえよって。
slightly easier strategy.
なんだこれっ
on
つっ
my
て
way over there.
It's okay, I'll do it anyway.
Thanks, man. Really helps me out.
Another interesting thing about flying is you can't fly if you jump into the funnel, so he has to be careful when he's entering these fling plates to walk into them
そん
rather
な
than
ことばっ
jumping
かりでいいん
onto
だろ
them.
うか。
Yep. So because of the way the game works, it won't let you crouch after you've jumped, but if you enter the air in some other way, like entering a funnel or a faith plate, you can crouch in midair, which is part of the reason that the flight glitch works.
Which is a really fun thing to realize after you've gone through all the work of setting up a fly glitch and then you just fall.
And then, oh, I can't crouch. Yeah. Yeah. So again, we have a pretty long fly to do here, so if we've got a couple of donations, now's a pretty good time to read them.
Got a $30 donation from NAF. It says, watching Azorae is what I look forward
座って
to.
る人にネス君がいるけど。
Thanks for the
Ma,
laughs
ma,
and
ma.
incredible runs over the years. $150 from Ranyar. Hello, I've been watching for a few years now and feel obliged to donate. Thanks for all the enjoyment the past little bit. Got a $50 donation from Dave and Charlie. Loving the portal run. Azorae is killing it, but I'm not so sure about his partner.
My partner is a little awful.
Betrayed by Orange for telling me those horrible things about you. If Orange had said those things about me.
Also of
Orange
note,
would never make
if you
it to the
strafe
next
jump,
precinct.
if you strafe while you're in the air with fly, you can still gain velocity like you normally would with like bunny hopping and stuff. So you can end up getting a lot of really fast momentum through flies.
You do kind of have to be careful though, because there is a speed in this game when you're in the air where if you're over it, you lose control.
でっかい。
Yeah, so you just fly in a straight line.
大人
You don't
で
want
す。
that to happen.
Yeah, and the limiting factor in that chamber is vertical momentum anyway, because you need to gain enough height to make it to the ending platform.
Yeah.
You have drive to be better than the other.
Let's go ahead and shoot
It's
this.
like you're just machines.
This is one of the most fun chambers in excursion funnels, in my opinion. Get to do a lot of cool portal swaps. It actually looks like a real portal map. Make it up here.
本当にポータルやってるみたいだな。
Funnel, we'll be able to make it to the exit.
At the start of this course, I was worried you were becoming too close. But in my attempt to drive you apart, I learned something important
All right.
about trust and betrayal. Your brains are too small to feel either of those emotions. So I can trust
We have
you.
$200 from Roo with the message Roo.
I can handle that. All right, so this next chamber is a little bit annoying. There's another rat maze, but this one's much harder to do solo. So what I'm going to do is try to make a seam shot there. That went actually very quickly. So Blue's going to go on an extraction adventure here. Get this turret out of the way. That can mess up my ability to get this cube out of this portal. So hopefully I don't just get stuck in an infinite loop here. That would be very disappointing, but hey, made it out smoothly.
これも6年前なの
Shift
か。
myself back upwards, let myself fall into this portal with both of them. And make our way up the stairs. So that actually went very smoothly, all things considered. That map is usually a gigantic pain.
That was really solid.
Section of this course.
And we're on to
Before we can go any
the
further,
last true behind the
I will need
scenes.
you to complete one more
Which
test
is a pretty fun map,
outside
actually.
testing. Please refrain from doing those
まあ両方同時に操作できる人が現れたらもっと早いんでしょうね。
$150
もし
from
かして世界トップはそうなの
SGDQ2017.
か
I
も
look
しれない
forward
け
to
ど。
these events every year and love to support a great cause.
All right. So this map is normally incredibly long. It requires you to take several long funnel rides while blocking turrets with bridges. But fortunately, this room right here, where you're normally supposed to funnel yourself through over this spike pit, you can actually just jump and hit that. Right there. I'm gonna borrow the
普
funnel
通に
from
ショートカッ
this
トしてきますね、こ
one.
れ
Back。over here with blue, put this here, and then hopefully I can make this jump. All right. That jump can be a little tricky sometimes, but there's a bunny hop on these moving platforms and
Yeah.
ride straight to the exit there. No!
落ちちゃった。
Funnel was placed poorly. That was,
本
that
当は
was
届かない
my
は
fault.
ずのところに
But we'll say it wasn't my
ポータル
fault.
を
It
開
was
け
my
て
partner's fault.
いろいろあっち行ったりこっち行ったりしなきゃいけないのを
Let's try that again. Shouldn't be too
まっすぐ
big a
進んで
deal.
ますね。
But either way, we're going to get one of those long end cutscenes, so now's a great time for a couple of donations.
We have a $250 donation from Undyne. Thanks to everyone for this awesome week of runs. Donating for the anime favorite food incentive because, as we all know, anime is real. Don't burn down your excitement, or burn down your house with your excitement, Undyne.
ああ、もうがあった。
$25 from Siora. Portal 2
今
is great.
DVD 投げて入れようと
Never
したけ
would
ど
have
入らなかった
imagined
です。
that co-op could be done solo, though.
Gonna go on a little bit of an adventure here.
So I never would have imagined it would have been done solo either. I kind of just did it as a fun challenge to myself, and I managed to get up to the second to last map in the entire game before I hit my first real roadblock where I would actually need to be controlling two robots at once. So a huge shout out to Zebez, who couldn't be here. He's all the way in
相
Sweden
当
right
雑
now. He actually pointed me in the right direction and showed me a trick that would actually make this category possible and start this long, wild journey that is Portal 2 solo co-op speedrunning. So
I'm a little disappointed you didn't show off the companion cube.
it's really hard to do it when you're doing solo because you need to make pretty much perfect bunny hop. Like that's why I was trying to do the throws so that I could make it back to the funnel a little bit faster. But if you were in that funnel just a little bit longer, it would spawn a companion cube in the wall there. All right.
この辺もジェル使って結構めんどくさいんです
mobility
けど。
gels, which is the final testing track.
I need human test
So,
subjects for it to be signed.
For this particular course, I'm going to be moving back and forth, swapping spots on this button, and just slowly making my way up to the
日本
top
から
here.
でもイエテ
You can see
ィ
a
は
little bit
買え
of a
ま
weird
す。
portal thing there where I got some velocity
ちょ
by
っとシ
standing
ッ
next
ピ
to
ン
the
グ
portal.
費用が、シッピングフィーが高いですけど。
Better testing team I could ever ask for.
Alright. So there's 2 little ledges you can stand on the elevators that let you just not fall. It's pretty funny.
まあぜひ買いましょう。気
Alright,
になるものがあったら
so
ね。
there is one
サイズが基本的にアメリカサイズなんで L を自分が L だったら M を買いましょう。1個ちっちゃいものを買ってください。ジャスポサイズっていう日本の規格はジャスポサイズっていう日本人用の規格なのでサイズが違います。
There we go. Easy every
Solid.
time.
Nice.
Easy every time.
これも本当は一回外に出
And that's
て
enough that, like I
そ
was
こから
saying,
あ
if
そ
you're
こジャ
going
ン
too
プして
fast,
向
you
こう
lose
側
your
に行く予
momentum
定
or
が
your air control,
普通
and you
に
can do that there and
内側
just
から
let
入
it
りましたね。
go.
とても
That's
だ
why
か
I
ら。
was mentioning how carefully
そ
you
れ
need
でいい
to
のかと。
strafe there because if you don't strafe correctly, you end up gaining too
はい
much speed.
基本的にはあれですね、シャツを今から買おうってまだ買おうかなと思っている人は
Do any of you know the reason
サイ
behind
ズ
why
を
the
一つ
floor
ちっちゃい
is-
サイズ
you can shoot through the floor on that
自
level?
分の普段着てるシャツのサイズよりも一個
Not
小さい
sure,
ものを買って
actually.
ください。
So this particular chamber is too hard for me, so I'm gonna skip it. We're just gonna come
これ
straight down to here. There we go.
これで
Land on this
昔
little
苦労
rack
したん
right
で
here, and I can see a sliver of portable surface.
何も知らずにさ L 買っ
Put
て
down
で
a
っけ
blue portal right here, come through, and then
そう
dive orange into the acid to be
あっち
retrieved.
L がこっちの M にもかかわらずあっち XXXL とかありますからね。
そうあるん
レベルが
で
違い
Where I
ま
can
す。
put this portal in the ceiling and do a well-timed jump straight to the exit door. So lots of skips.
いやサイズが分かんなくてあれですかね最初ねアディダスで見ましたからねアディダスはね
Continue with his work.
世界規格でサイズが書いてくれてるん
Courses
で
have a lot of skips
ああ、
like that.
なるほ
They're
ど。
just-
そうだから日本は日本で世界各国のまあ主要な各国の
Yeah, because of the kind of
T シャツの
level
サ
design
イ
where
ズ
everything's kind of patchy
を
and
全部
held
書いてくれ
together.
てるんでそれ見ながらあこれねとか言って
ああ、なるほど。
やってたんで
Um,
アディダス感謝
yeah,
ですよ
it's because of all of the weird kind of
これもまたあれですね、しゃがんで歩くことによって伝統の上を歩いてクリアし
kind
ま
of
した
a
ね。
rough shod level design here, which is a really cool looking level design, but actually makes it very, very easy to skip things. So, we
もう
gotta
どんどん
strafe
スキップしてます
here,
今。
start at about a 45-degree angle, and again, if I strafe too quickly, they're all losing my control.
やばい
So
な
it can be
スキップしす
relatively
ぎでしょこ
careful
れ
with what I'm doing.
これは、良い子は真似しないでねのやつですね。
And we're done with
That
this
is
map
hard.
now.
Nice job.
Nice.
なんかうちの開発者らしき人がはあっ
So
て
the
顔し
reason
なが
that
ら
I
見てるからね
that I can reasonably consistently do all of these tricks that are normally like you do these tricks in normal co-op, we just do them once a time. But
靴もそうです
I
ね
get twice
靴
as
も
much practice
40
as
何
everybody
本
else with all the hard
40
tricks.
27がヨーロッパサイズ45とか45、6みたいな感じで表記されてるんで、でアメリカはアメリカで9とか10とか 10.5 とかそういう風に表示されるんで、全く
much more manageable by the fact
違うん
that I
です
know
よね。
exactly where
気を
I'm
つけない
supposed
と
to
いけ
go.
ない
So I'm gonna set myself up with this button, and when I hit this, a cube's gonna drop. So
ジャンプ
I'm gonna catch it. It's very important that I leave this
Might.
cube exactly
う
on
まい
this
です
corner,
ね
because Valve just kind of forgot to put a wall right here. I'll leave a portal there, and we'll be using that a little bit later. We do first need to make it all the way down here. Unfortunately, I can't just leave a robot
インチですから
behind
ね
because I need both of them here to activate this door. Otherwise, I would just put this portal down and come through that way.
に
But I
日
can just
本
kinda,
は
well,
センチサイズですけ
borrow
ど
this cube from
向こうは
previous
インチだ
chamber
ったり
and just
するんで
smack it
ね
right here on the button. So again, this was one of the more difficult chambers to do
だから
solo normally. Like you would need to do some insanely quickly.
靴はね日本人って基
portals.
本
I'm
幅
not sure if it
広
would be
で
possible
高
to
高
solve
だ
that
から
chamber
結構
normally,
向こうの靴は
until co-op.
合わないっていうんですかね
So fortunately, we can
合
just go
わ
ahead
せ
and
づらい
borrow
っていうケースが多いんで気をつけないといけないところですね
This next one coming up requires a little bit of aim of a different sort.
いや、アメリカ人にそれ言うと、アメリカ国際基準にしろよって言う
So I'm gonna put
と、
a portal down
これが
here,
フリーダム
here,
の象徴だとか言うんで、
and
そう
なかなか
絶対認めないんで
use this as a placeholder to
インチとフィートはフリーダムの象徴なん
but
だ
I'm。just gonna use it as
お前たちの話は聞かねえって
and fling
そう
myself straight up like that.
絶対ねその値段になるね
Come back over to here, and hopefully I can make this in time. And there we go, perfect.
だから
Fling myself over to the exit, line it up again, and fling the other robot to the exit. All right, perfect.
そう、シングルだけやってもかなり楽しめますよ、ポータル2は。これ見てもネタバレにならないし。 なかなかボリュームあるんで面白いですよ。
Two more tests to go, so we're at the levels where Zebas had to go in.
ポータル1からやるともっとたくさんボリュームあ
So
る
the way that acceleration works on Orange Gel is that it doesn't
そうですね。
take into account the distance that you're traveling. It takes into account how long you've been traveling. So what I'm going to do is paint just about as much as I can this level so I can go a little bit faster.
そうですね。
スプラトゥーンだなこれ。
So here's where we're in.
ペイントがないと死んじゃいま
And
す。
set this guy up in front of the button. There's not enough room here to get enough speed. So what I'm going to do is crouch, run for about 2 seconds, and when I uncrouch, I'll have a huge burst of speed because I've been moving crouched, which is much slower. So the game
2秒だけしゃがんでその後起き上がる、しゃがまなくするとめちゃくちゃスピードが出るとかなとかですね。そういうのよく見つけんな。
And that makes this entire category possible. So
Also, for whatever reason on this level, you don't actually have to leave the cube on the button. If you just touch it, there's
1日は何センチでしょ
yep, that
っていう
button,
ね。
unlike most buttons, which will deactivate when you leave or take the cube off of it, that one will just stay active as soon as it's activated. And just like that, we've made it to the last level. So we're making some pretty good time here. That's a turret.
う。ビンビンビンビン。
Gotta wait for this door to open. So this next jump is a little bit tight, and I need to do it twice, so hopefully this goes well. What I need to do is kind of fling myself far, but not too far, to bounce on that gel. So right there, that worked well. Now we do it again with orange, and hopefully we can make it. All right, excellent.
おお。
Bunny hop there.
Nice.
Oh, we're not out of the
こ
woods
れ
yet,
一
though,
人
don't
で
worry.
ダブルプレイです。
Normally you would go down here, but you can just jump right there. And there's a little portal surface there. So I'm going to just ferry my way through here. And normally you're supposed to hit 1, 2, and 3 to raise these up, but you can just do this.
There's a whole laser puzzle behind the scenes here that he's skipping.
Yep. So again, do the last double lever. And one more fly for the road. We're going to sit here, wait for our momentum to completely stop, as per usual. Then I'm going to hold space and count to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Uncrouch. Make my way slowly over to this button and then fly free. Up here. Cancel the fly by breaking the funnel there.
またさっきの
Put down some blue
エレベ
gel.
ーターのところ
Pull
で
myself back over to here.
まあ壁に何かに引っかかって5秒経っていけば
All right, twins, don't leave me hanging.
飛べ
We're
ま
going to
すって
save or
言
kill
っ
the
て飛んで
humans.
ましたね。
Well, you killed so many turrets this run. I think we should save them.
We should save the humans. All right, well, time's coming up in 3, 2, 1, now. If I can actually do it. There we go. That should do it. Hey, now for real.
これラストです
That was
ね。
It was 4501.
4501. Yeah. In-game time, that would probably be about a 41 or 42, which is a pretty decent time, actually. I'm very happy with it. That's fair. Whatever. The timer was a bit of a mess. That's not important. The important thing is that we had fun, or at least I had fun. I don't know about you guys.
今回は
Again,
タイ
thank
ム
you
が
very much
重要
for
じゃない
having
っ
me.
てみんな楽しめることが
I'm
今
glad
回
that
重
you
要
thought
だ
it
っ
was
ていうことで今締めましたね。
worth donating, and it really was, because it's all going to a great cause. So thank you very much. Let's kick off the end of the marathon with Earthbound. I don't think I have very much else to say. I guess I can do some real quick shout-outs to the Board Game Pew Discord, the Not Overwatch Discord, and Myrtle Beach Games down in South Carolina, my local game store, if you're watching there. And thanks to my mom for donating, helping this to get met. So thanks, everybody. I really appreciate that I could be here and represent Portal 2, and I will hopefully see you again at AGDQ 2018. Have a good one, and farewell.
まあ要約するとそのだいぶポータル2のドネーションの金額が高く設定してそれでもそれをしてくれてまあこれをプレイできるようにしてくれたこと本当ありがとうって言ってましたね今ね。まあざっぱり役ですけど。
All right. Well, that was a lot of fun. And speaking of Earthbound, we've not got a whole lot of time left to meet the Fuzzy Pickles photo collection incentive for Earthbound. If you want to see that happen, need about 6,000 more towards that. We've got a $50 donation from Mad Raycor.
ニューバークタウンっ
It's
て
been
ど
a
こだ
great week of runs. Thanks to everyone who made it possible.
誰がニューバークタウンってどこ
There are also naming incentives for all the Earthbound characters. I suggest putting it towards naming Paula Jester, which is down by about $500 right now. So if we want to name Paula Jester, make sure you get your donations in for that. a $100 donation from Simon Germain. Love Portal 2. I remember playing through the first Portal game and feeling so disappointed there was nothing else quite like it. It
という
took
わ
some
け
time
で
for Valve to release Portal 2 and they did not disappoint.
ちょっと配信者を入れ替えますので、また一旦止まります。止まってから少し経ったら、まあ、10秒、20秒ぐらいしてから F5 をしたら、また再開すると思うんで、よろしくお願いします。では、一旦さようなら。配信から以上でした。
This was a triumph